Today we are going to be learning about the sky at night. At nighttime, if you look outside and it's not cloudy, then you can see the stars and the moon. David and I are planning a star party. A star party is when we invite our friends to come over to our house and have a party. We sleep under the stars and we have little snacks like star cookies. David has already made his trail mix for our star party. The most fun star parties are when we get to have meteor showers that night. A meteor is a rock that is coming from outer space. The rock is going through the Earth's atmosphere. Have you ever tried rubbing your hands together? When you rub them together, they get hot. This is because of friction. When the rock is going through the Earth's atmosphere and is being pulled by gravity towards the Earth, then this rock gets so hot that it catches on fire. Usually, by the time it gets down to Earth, the rock has already burned all the way away. But sometimes you can find the rock from a meteor. This is called a meteorite. Once the rock cools down, it'll look like a normal rock, but this rock was from space. David and I are going to prepare our flashlights for our star party. This is going to be David's flashlight, and this is going to be mine. We have this red because we want our eyes to get used to the dark. If we turn on our flashlight like normal, then the light will make it so our eyes are not adjusted to the dark anymore. So we have special things to put on our flashlights so our eyes won't change. We want these so we can look at our star charts and find out where the meteors are probably going to be falling from. Some flashlights, like David's, have special lenses like this. You can buy these and they specially fit onto your flashlight. Some flashlights, like mine, that don't have lenses, you can take a piece of tissue paper and a rubber band. This will also work to keep your eyes accustomed to the dark. Now let's show you what our flashlights look like in the dark. So here I have my star map. If you look at it, you can see different constellations. Constellations are stars that people have imagined put together. If you put lines to connect them, they can make pictures. These are things that the Greeks used to do. So if David and I want to look at constellations, we get out our flashlights with the red on them, we turn them on, and we look at our star chart. And remember that because it is a red light, it will make it so we can still see in the dark, and that we can still see the shooting stars when they happen. I brought this moon today, and I have a remote. When I press a button, it will make the different phases of the moon. The moon has 3 phases that we will be talking about today. This phase is called the crescent moon. This phase is called the quarter moon. And this phase is called the full moon. The moon is really fun to look at on star party nights, but the problem is that if we are having meteors that night, then it will be harder to see the meteors because the moon will be shining too much light. Sometimes, when the moon has gone through its cycle completely, it will go dark. After it changes back, then it will go all the way dark. Then you cannot see the moon. These are the best nights for star parties if you want to be seeing a meteor shower. David, why do you think the moon has different phases? You think the moon is shrinking?
No.
The reason that the moon changes is because the moon has phases kind of like the earth, like day and night. You need to remember that the moon is round just like the earth. This is made to put on your wall. It's not the same as the real moon. The moon isn't flat like this. The moon is round, like a ball. So when we're having a quarter moon, that means that half of the moon is having day and the other half is having night. When we see a full moon, that is because we are seeing the day part of the moon. The back of the moon is having nighttime, it's just we are not seeing that part. So David and I are going to get an adult's help to find out when the next meteor shower in our area is going to be. An adult can find this out on the computer. We also want to check the weather. You can find this out on the computer or on TV. They will guess what the weather is going to be for the night of our star party. We don't want to have a big star party if it's cloudy, or we won't be able to see the stars. So David and I are going to make sure that it is not cloudy the night of our star party and that we are going to be having the meteor shower. Then we can make our star cookies. So let's review what we've learned. We've learned about what meteors are, that they are rocks coming from outer space. We've learned that they come through the Earth's atmosphere as a ball of fire. We've also learned about constellations, which are things that people have used the stars to hook together and make different mythical objects. We've also learned that the moon does not shrink or disappear, but it has a day and a night. Let's do a problem like the one that you're going to do. A red light will keep your eyes adjusted to the dark. True or false? So you remember that we learned that if you cover a flashlight with either red tissue paper or a red lens, that it will make your eyes stay adjusted. So you click on the true picture. Have fun!